Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Deana. I'm a mentor on the Phatt program, and I just wanted to do a video on how to make chicken patties. So this is my first live video, so bear with me if it goes a bit astray, but let's see how we go. Okay, so if you know me, which a lot of you probably don't know me, but I hate touching chicken. So I always wear these gloves because I just can't stand chicken in my fingers, under my fingernails. I can't stand the touch of meat basically at all. So I've always got gloves on when I'm going to prepare anything. Also, just for this, because I have such long hair, I'll just clip it back a little bit. Now, what I'm going to do, I've already prepared a little bit of meat, but what I do is I just go to the supermarket and I just buy a kilo of breast fillets. So I had a bag here, I've got a couple left that I'll go through with you what I do. Because I'm so fussy with meat, I chop off everything. I wouldn't put that just straight into a blender to chop it up, because I don't want to eat this gristly, disgusting bits on it. So I actually will get rid of those. People might say it's wasteful, but I don't waste it. I actually put it aside and I cook it up and I leave it for the dog, so he gets a nice little feast out of it. So I do that. I get rid of any of the fat that's on it, like that little bit of fat at the end there. I don't like that either. Just get rid of that. If there's any red bits, like I said, I am so fussy, it's terrible. Anyway, and I've got a blender, so I just chop it up into little chunks like this, just to put it in there, so it chops it up a bit easier. So we'll just chop this one up. So everyone will have their own little chicken patty recipes. Mine's nothing special. It's just I like to mince my own chicken. I won't buy it already minced because, again, I'm so fussy. I want to make sure that what I'm putting in there is actually chicken that I would eat rather than left on gristly bits. So I'm not sure if anyone else is as fussy as I am, but all right, I'll chop this one up and then I'll show you when we blend it up. And this is actually really good once I've blended it. A couple of weeks ago, my husband and I were making our meals for the week, and I realised that I saw someone had posted little lettuce parcels with minced chicken in it and flavouring and whatever else they put in it. So I thought, oh, why don't I just try that? So anyway, so I minced, used some of my chicken, and I, instead of putting it into a patty. Sorry, there's a noise going on over there. I made it with some cabbage, and we had like a cabbage stewy type thing with the chicken, and it was beautiful. It was really, really nice. Anyway, so I've put my chicken to blend it into this little machine that I have. Everyone's probably got their own version, so it's going to be a little bit loud. So just bear with us for a sec. It doesn't take too long. So that was, that's not even 10 seconds, and it comes out beautifully minced meat. It's fantastic. So I'll just chuck that into a bowl that I have on the side here. I'm not just throwing it on the bench. Get the next lot. We'll chuck that in. Now with that, because I'm going to put some herbs and spices and that sort of thing in there. So I will do that with some chicken because I don't want it, I don't want to cut it up myself. So, grab a few garlic cloves. Because I'm doing a kilo of chicken, and that's going to make pretty much 10 chicken patties, I'd probably put 3 or 4 garlic cloves in there. And we all know with garlic, you just squish it a little bit and the skin will come off, so you don't have to chop it up. Comes off quite clean, as long as it's a little bit fresh and it can be squished. Move that out of the way. See, it comes out quite clean. I'll just chop that end bit off. See, I'm even fussy with garlic. I don't like that little brown bit on the end. And we'll do our third one. This can't be very fresh because that won't even let me squeeze it. If you've got a garlic press as well, you can just press it instead. But because I'm putting this in the blender, I may as well just put this in the blender as well. So that's your garlic. I've got one chilli. As we saw on Sam's post the other day, I'd made a dish that had fresh chilli, and someone questioned whether we're allowed to have fresh chilli or not, because the meal plan actually shows that you can have chilli flakes. Oh, sorry, not chilli flakes. Ground chilli, and Sam confirmed that yes, we can have chilli. So I'm just getting rid of all the seeds because I don't want them in my chicken patties. So let's get rid of those. And I'll just chop that up a bit because it doesn't, the chilli for some reason doesn't like to be blended up in here. So that's some chilli. What I've also got is some coriander. And I don't weigh it. All I'm going to do is chop off the ends like that. I'm going to give it a rinse in the sink because it's got a bit of dirt and grime in it, so I'll just do that. And we don't really want to get the dirt in our chicken patties, so I should have tried to prepare that earlier, but I didn't anyway. Alright, so we'll just chop that in half and chuck that in our blender as well. See, I'm just chucking it all in there. It might end up being a little bit too full. And then I've got a packet of chives that I'm going to chuck in there as well. So what I might do is I'll just blend this up a little bit and then I'll put the chives in. Let's see how we go. There we go, that's blended a bit, and now we'll chuck the chives in. You could chop these up if you wanted to. You don't have to stick them in the blender. I just find it's easier. Just chuck it in there. Saves me having to do it. And we'll just put that back on. Okay, it's getting a bit full. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over. I'm just going to empty out a little bit, and then I'll put some back in there just so it chops it up. You can see like it's all blended in there with the chicken. I'll put that in my bowl. And I'll chuck that back in here. I would normally do it in, you know, like if I was blending up 3 lots of chicken, I'd break it up and separate it a little bit more. There we go. All done. So there might be some chunky bits in there, but that's all right. We'll just pull those out later. Now, if you can see, I've got a bowl here. I'm just putting it all in there. And you can see I've got chicken, all sorts in there. Okay. So salt and pepper, of course, I've actually already done the salt and pepper because I've got, you know, terrible hands. But I've already put some salt and pepper in the bowl. I have got some curry paste, so some curry powder. So I'm going to separate a little bit later, and I'm going to make a couple with some curry powder. I haven't done it with curry powder before, so I don't want to risk ruining the whole batch. I'll just make about 4 of them with a bit of curry, and if it's nice, then next time we'll know, we'll just separate it and we'll do, you know, half and half or something. So I'm just mixing all this through. And like I said, your kilo, because your raw chicken when you're making a patty is 100 grams of raw meat. So when I weigh these out, I'll go a little bit more because your coriander and the chili and everything, that all weighs just a tiny bit more. So I found that by doing these, I always had that tiny little bit left over, so I'll probably just do them at 105 or something like that, or just add that little bit left over at the end to all of them. Right, so that's all done. Now I'm going to get rid of all that rubbish over the side, get rid of all this. Now, what I do is I get my scales, and we all have scales because, let's face it, we have to weigh all our food. Turn it on, and then I'll just use that coriander bag. I don't like to put it straight on there, and just weigh out. That's 102, that'll do. You find that by doing these, you know roughly when I grab a handful that they're pretty much the 100 grams. Let's do another. Oh, that's not, it's 140. 115, there we go. See, there's a big bit of chili in there because that didn't get caught up, so I'll just take that out. Right, so I've got 3 there for now, because I'm not going to do the whole lot and bore you with cooking all of them. But the other thing is, what you can do is you can, instead of doing like a chicken patty, like a big one, I will do some of these, I'll break them up into little balls and make little chicken balls, and then you can spiralise your zucchini, make a little tomatoey sauce with your tomato allowance, and have like a spaghetti with little meatballs, little chicken balls. Anyway, I'll just put the frying pan on. I find when cooking these, it's best to have the pan really hot, because we don't like to use oil, and we're all just using a non-stick pan. It's easier just to have it really hot. So I've got 3 ready to go here. I'm going to put them over there. Take this one off. We shall move our camera here. It's a hot day in Perth. Look how red my face is. It's from doing all this work. Sorry, I'm going to move around a little bit just to get this set up. Grab some Donna Hay books, courtesy of a girlfriend of mine I picked up last week. Let's have a look. We can get this set. Oh yeah, there's a frying pan, you can see that. We need to be a little bit higher. I can see there's some people watching. I'm not taking much notice because if you know me as well, I'm not the best of cooks. I tend to burn things and rush things, but anyway, so I just want to get that really hot. I'm just going to grab a spatula, egg flipper, pair of tongs. Okay, so I'm going to grab our chicken here, put it in our pan. There we go. I think we'll just leave that cook for a bit. Hey Julie, hi Sarah, thanks for joining us. We're just doing a cooking up some chicken burgers, Phatt style chicken burgers. Got some thumbs up. Oh, how exciting! Now, like I said earlier, if you missed it, this is my first live video doing this on Phatt feeds. Well, on anything actually. I mean, I've done videos, but not these sort. So these are the little ones. So I'm going to chuck a couple of little ones in here. Just going to make them up now. Chuck them in. Then obviously they don't take long to cook. Maybe I should have put a little bit of thought into how I was going to show you how to do them. Anyway, we all know how they cook. Yes, thank you on my 25 kilo weight loss today. Did you see that video? That was so exciting. It was actually yesterday, but I didn't know how to, like what to do. You know, like I see people do great stuff like going to the shops and grabbing 20 kilos or 25 kilos of potatoes and oranges and that sort of thing. But, you know, I was by myself and I don't have anyone that could video me. So I just thought I'll, you know, sneak into Big W and grab a 2 and a 5 balloon. And, you know, I didn't pay for them. The girl did spring me though. She came over, she's like, oh, what's going on here? And I said, oh, look, I'm terribly sorry. I'm just, you know, I'd lost 25 kilos. I just wanted to do a video. So, all right, so these are cooking away. Our little round ones. And I've not put anything in this pan. I've not put oil in it. I've not put butter in it. I don't put anything in it. It is just a frying pan from the supermarket. I think it was about 50 bucks on special. Actually, I don't think it was the supermarket. I think it was Myer, I think, when they had a big sale on. So invest in a really good non-stick frying pan because all your cooking is non-stick. Because we don't like to use oil, so definitely use a good non-stick one. Now they're going to cook away. Now like I said, that batch will make 10 of those big patties, 10 of these big ones, and they are awesome to stick in the freezer and have them, you know, as a, you know, what am I going to do for dinner tonight? I haven't thought about it. Grab a chicken patty out and all you got to do is, I don't know, boil up some cabbage or cook some spinach up and there's a quick dinner. You don't have to stress about not having something at home to eat. Sorry, the dog's barking. Broads, can you get the dog, please? And the little ones, like if anyone's got kids, they'll get eaten. You know, you leave this sort of stuff hanging around, like my kids, they'll get eaten. They love this sort of thing now. So yeah, so that's our little video on chicken patties. Like I said, what I might do a bit later is get the spiralizer out and do up a zucchini type pasta with the little chicken balls. So thank you everyone for watching, and I might decide to do another video on something else that I was doing today with some cucumber, because everyone gets really annoyed at the amount of cucumber, but I found a bit of a interesting way we could eat our cucumber for something different. So see you later guys, and keep watching, and good luck everyone on your journey. Bye.